Now, streaming live, this is KSLA News Now.
Good Thursday morning. You're watching KSLA News Now. I'm Dominique Ben. Here's a look at our top stories this Thursday morning, that is. New this morning, a former teacher and coach was found guilty of prohibited sexual contact between an educator and a student. This is Dayton Corbett. The Caddo Parish District Attorney's Office says he was a teacher and coach at Burt High School when he engaged in oral sex with a student. They say it happened during school hours on a weekly basis for the student's entire senior year. Corbett was sentenced to serve 6 months in jail with 1 year of probation. He must also register as a sex offender for 15 years. After convening for the first time in nearly 2 months, the House passed a funding bill on Wednesday that President Donald Trump signed into law, marking an official end to the government shutdown. The bill funds the government through the end of January. It extends funding for SNAP benefits for a full year and reverses shutdown-related layoffs of federal workers. The legislation does not include the extension to the Affordable Care Act tax credit premiums, upsetting many Democratic lawmakers who worry health care costs for many of their constituents will skyrocket in the new year. Michael Mays, a third candidate, has announced his intent to run for Shreveport mayor in 2026. He launched a campaign centered on unity, public safety, youth opportunity, and restoring trust in local leadership. Mays released a statement reading in part, "Our city has extraordinary potential, but we need leadership that listens to the people, works alongside the community, and puts residents first." Mays says he plans to host community listening sessions in the coming weeks. You may remember earlier this week, we told you incumbent Mayor Tom Arsenault and Caddo Parish Commission President Stormy Gage Watts also announced their candidacy for the 2026 mayoral race. A reminder, this Saturday also is Election Day in Louisiana. The polls open from 7 in the morning until 8 at night. If you requested an absentee ballot, it needs to be turned in by Friday afternoon at 4:30, and you can look at a sample ballot on govote.com. Also, today, Goodwill Industries will host an end-of-the-year job fair. More than 24 companies and organizations are expected to be there looking for hardworking and dedicated people to hire. The list of employers includes Diesel Driving Academy, Frymaster, Caddo Community Action Agency, and Lotus Hospitality. The job fair starts at 10 o'clock this morning. It's at the Goodwill Industries on West 70th Street in Shreveport. And today is the ribbon cutting and grand opening of C.C. Antoine Park. The city of Shreveport and Spar says the newly revitalized park represents a significant investment in neighborhood recreation. The park is named in honor of Caesar Carpenter C.C. Antoine and one of Shreveport's most influential civic leaders. It also serves as a living tribute to a man who helped shape Louisiana's political and cultural legacy. The ceremony starts at 3 this afternoon.
That'd be really cool.
Going to be great weather too because it's warmer.
Yes, it'll be warmer around Fort as well, and top of that, sunshine, best of all, no rain. So you don't have to worry about getting out the rain gear. And guess what? We'll continue on that train here for quite some time, all the way through Saturday and Sunday. Everything is looking fantastic, but we'll see when that rain is exactly coming back. And your thorough check of a forecast coming up next.
Now, KSLA First Alert Weather.
Hey, good morning. Welcome on in. It is a warmer morning this morning, even compared to yesterday. Look at this, upper 50s, lower 60s. I would still advise on a light jacket, but it certainly don't need much more than that. 57 in for Shreveport, 61 though into Texarkana. There's still several 50s though elsewhere. 54 in Marshall, 56 in Natchitoches, cooler in Magnolia, 50, and even a 45-degree mark there in Fort Queen on the northern edge of the Arklatex. So overall, starting today, heading all the way through our weekend, our weather is going to be a lot more consistent, not just for our conditions, which will continue to stay dry, but also for our temperatures now. Going to stay with those temperatures you're waking up to in the upper 50s and lower 60s for the next couple mornings, but then in the afternoons, going to present mainly upper 70s, if anything, maybe even some lower 80s sprinkling in a few areas as well here over the next couple of days here for the day today. So, hey, State Fair next 4 days. It's looking lovely. Get out and about while it's still here, all the way through Sunday before it is over. 82 degrees in Shreveport, 81 in Texarkana. Kind of like the State Fair, our sunshine is going to look to be over with after, say, Monday or Tuesday of next week, because we maintain sunshine, so we maintain warm temperatures here today through Monday. Well, once we get the rain back around Wednesday of next week, things look to be on the cool down once more. First look, check to your traffic now, heading on into First Bossier. Look at the I-20 construction zone. A little slowdown right around eastbound around Airline Drive. That's getting to a little more of a heftier slowdown for you as well. Starting to pick up little tiny delays on Airline Drive and Benton Road north of I-220 in the process too. Dewey Davis Bridge, still all good to go here for your morning. That includes even Shreveport itself, which is looking mostly good, except for a little tiny delay by the intersection of LA 3132 and the Burt Coons Industrial Loop. Lastly, Texarkana, all smooth to go here for start to your Thursday. That's how we want to see it. Coming up, we're keeping you first aware and first alert more about the details of the warm weekend ahead, and we'll keep you first alert always on that rain chance, which is for now staying tidy in the tail end of the 7-day forecast.
And you can stay connected with us right here on the KSLA News 12 app. And you can join us right here for our next newscast at 9 this morning.
How about that? And then right after that, just an hour and a half later down the road, you can join us at 10:30. Well, you'll get the first alert weather breakdown. I will be on today. We'll be talking about the end of hurricane season, and we will also be talking with my good friend Devontae Dixon, who's a meteorologist over at her sister station over in Monroe, talking about some recent trends that we've had a big cool down, and then we're back on to our warm pattern here for still quite a while.
All right, every weekday at 7 in the morning and